Good evening and welcome to the OARS D-star net. This net meets regularly on Monday night at 8 p.m. on the OARS 444.150 D-star repeater. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. Well, hearing none, I will move on to announcements. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. But our next meeting will not be at the Happy House. Our next meeting, Saturday, October the 14th, will be at the Apple Butter Making Days in Mount Vernon. So I've got more information about that in a moment. And the Saturday breakfast with the OARS Club for September will be 7:30 a.m. at Angus Branch in Monette. More to follow. Saturday, October 14th, will be the meeting at the we will be meeting at the Apple Butter Making Days in Mount Vernon for a Get on the Air special event and our club meeting. There will be a potluck dinner, so be sure and bring a side dish. We will be operating as W0R for this event. And I'm hoping that somebody might have some clarification when it comes their turn in the net to let us know. Bob said we were supposed to meet at 7 o'clock. I am not sure if we were supposed to meet at the family restaurant like we did last year and then all of us go from there out to the special event site, or if we are just meeting at the special event site at 7. So hopefully Bob or somebody who knows more about this will be able to fill us in on that. And the OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-star net, Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter net, Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex net, Thursday night at 8 p.m. on 146.460. And this net is now being streamed on the 5.9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the radio or you miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. Well, guys, did I get out for that last part? I did not hear that courtesy beep afterwards.
You're good, Wes.
All right, very good. I guess this time let's go ahead and try for some short time or mobile check-ins. If you're short time, can't wait out to the rest of the net, or if you're running down the road mobile somewhere, give us a shout out. AE0OC. All right, not hearing anybody, so let's move on to the NetLogger check-ins. Let's go with KF0LZX. Greg, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good, Wes. Doing good. Just hanging out here, starting to get a little light rain here in Monette, but yeah, just hanging out. Work from home again today, and picked up a Zygu G90 on sale here a week or two ago. It came in today, played with it a little bit, and found an issue with the G90s. I didn't know it was an issue until I got to doing some research, but apparently the RFI filtering on the receiver isn't that good, so I am picking up the radio station here in Monette without trying, so but there seems to be a pretty simple fix for it, so it costs about $20. I think I've got that covered. So I did play with it a whole lot, but other than that, spent half the weekend working on the house, and Sean and I went and played radio and hit 5 quick POTA parks on Saturday, and that was about it. We had a nice, fairly quick, smooth little trip, and hopefully after some of these club events, we're going to try to plan out a little bit longer one. So anyway, that's about all I got, Wes. Thanks for running the net, buddy, and 73s to you and everybody else, and turn it back over to Net Control.
All right, Greg. Yeah, Sean is the POTA king, so you run with him, you're going to run big, that's for sure. And I had never heard that about the G90s, so that's a new issue that I hadn't heard of. But I do know this, they have got a real tuner in them. They say they'll tune a dead goat, so I hope you enjoy the radio. Let's move on down to KE6GAE. Dave, how are you doing tonight?
AE0OC and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Real close on the reflector. Modem staying running. I think it made it a virtual adapter, which probably won't understand. I've got a couple more things to change. To get the Pi Star to connect to the actual repeater itself, it's connected to the gateway, so we're real close. Other than that, don't have a whole lot. On vacation this week. Playing a little W6R tonight and just relaxing, trying to get away from work for a while. Other than that, don't have a whole lot, so we'll pass back to Net Control. Wes, thanks for running the net tonight. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
All right, Dave. And you know what I got out of that? We're getting close. The rest of it all kind of went over my head, but that's all right. Glad that we're getting close. And so, in any case, I'm going to say 73 to you, and we'll move on down. Next on our list is KE0MAD. Sean, how are you tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Wes, and everybody on that. Thanks for doing that, Wes, and sounding good. I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like the last 3 nets we've had on this, we've not had any trouble, and you're going to hear me knock. Or maybe you didn't, but I knocked anyway on wood. So that's a good thing. I don't know. Something, maybe everybody just pausing is doing the job. But I think we should, Bob is in the truck, so you're not going to hear him tonight. But I think we should all meet at the restaurant so we can kind of get an idea who's going to be there, kind of talk things through, kind of have a meeting point before we all just show up in underneath that arch there in the grass. I just think it'd be a good place to meet up first. Other than that, I don't remember if Greg told you, but we're planning a 20 park rover. So 20 park rover is pretty big. If we can pull a 20 park rover off, I think that puts us right up with probably some of the biggest big dogs in the POTA stuff. So I think that'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, nothing else. Back to you, Wes, AE0OC, KE0MAD.
All right, Sean. Yeah, I don't know if that's ever even been done before, but it probably has. But I would say that it's just even more complicated by doing a pass the mic. So there may not have been anybody do a 20 park pass the mic activation. So that would be pretty cool. I'm sure you guys will have fun whether you make it through all 20 or not. But appreciate you checking in tonight, and I definitely agree. We're going to meet at the family restaurant at 7 a.m., I suppose. I hate mornings. All right. Let's say 73, and I'm knocking on wood, too, about the repeater working. So I'm going to move on down to KF0NNY. Justin, how are you doing tonight?
Hey,
everyone. This is KF0NNY. I am doing all right. I'm upstairs with my base station for the first time in a little bit. I went out to the zoo today with my son, and well, my wife and my son, and he had a good time there. I was a little afraid to feed the giraffes at first, but I was proud that he overcame that fear and was able to do it by the end, and kept asking for more. So. Yeah, that definitely will make a dad proud. I'm glad to hear that Dave still has a stable connection in the zero tier from his system over there at the tower. I think once I'm get in there, then punching holes is part of my day job. So I will be able to punch holes in that router and get us past that CG net and be able to make it where we can get on the reflectors. So that'll be exciting. Other than that, I'm not going to be at Steamorama this weekend. I'm going to be down at Starvey Creek, but actually I'm not sure how far away that is. Maybe I can hit the repeater from there. I haven't looked at it on a map. I know where it is driving. I don't know necessarily how far away that is in a circle from the repeater. But either way, good luck at the Steamorama this weekend, and I'll definitely see you guys at the apple butter making days. Other than that, I'll pass it back to net control. Thanks for running the net tonight, Wes, and 73, everyone.
All right, Justin, thanks for checking in tonight. And once again, a lot of that stuff you just said went over my head, but that's normal. And next week you have N0 MLP up on the list, but he has wrote to me on the live stream and saying that he's not even hearing the net now. So he was hearing it pretty good earlier. Now he's not even hearing it. So we're going to pass by him. Marvin, if you get to hearing it better and I call out for check-ins, just throw your name out there for me. So, all right. We are at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for over-the-air check-ins. This is AE0OC. Any check-ins?
KE0LTG Aurora.
All right, picked up one there. Lawrence, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I had a pretty good day, I guess, all in all. Been busy. And noticing that the frequency meter seems to not be picking up my D-star frequency right now. Anyway, things went pretty well. Been playing with on my multimeter, I have a frequency setting. And so I was running out of my cell phone frequency generator to it. And first I wasn't having too much success, but I find if you get the volume turned pretty well all the way up on your cell phone, it really works pretty accurately once it's getting a signal at the strength that your meter likes. So I was hoping later to be able to use it for some frequency meter checks here on some coils and capacitors. Has a pretty big range, but it's one of those things where the voltage and the meter has to pretty well be happy to get you that accurate reading. So anyway, I found out that that was working for me tonight. So once I got the power set right, why then the meter started reading extremely accurately. So anyway, in case somebody else tries it later, at first you don't succeed, adjust the power and see what happens. So other than that, the day went well, and I guess I better turn it back to the others in case others are there. This is KE0LTG, Claire.
All right. Well, I'm glad you got it figured out. And the old adage, first you don't succeed, try again. It seems to always be the case. But appreciate you checking in tonight, Lawrence. We're back at the bottom of the list. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS D-star net? Well, I heard just a little blip of something in there. I'm not sure if maybe that was Marvin trying to get in or if that was somebody else. But go ahead and try it again, whomever you are. All right, nothing heard, so I'm going to give it one more call. Anyone wanting to get into the OARS D-star net, please call now. All right, guys, I'm hearing nothing but crickets, so I'm going to call this a net. And had a total of 7 check-ins, including myself. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I know that Dave is working very hard on getting us a reflector set up. And when he does, people like Marvin will have no issues getting in. And hopefully we'll pick up some other people too. Maybe from anywhere in the world for that matter. So appreciate all of you. I'm going to say 73 and return the repeater back to normal operation.